A very good morning, students. As we have started with the 10th standard science, the chapter Our Environment. In the previous class, in the chapter Our Environment, we have discussed about the ecosystem, components of ecosystem, types of ecosystems, and even we have started with the food chain. Right, students? Yes, hope you have read the textbook. So let us continue with the food chain only. So just we will recall, students, what is the meaning of food chain? Transfer of energy from one trophic level to another trophic level in an ecosystem is called food chain. Right? So we have discussed one example also for that. Right? So what happens? Transfer of energy starts from producers. Right? Producers are the one who will prepare the food. Nothing but you can write the grass, plant, anything eaten by the primary consumers, then secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Like this, the flow of energy will continue and it is called as the food chain. Right? So in the food chain, we find the types, students, called as types of food chain. The first type of food chain is terrestrial ecosystem. Food chain. And the aquatic food chain. You can see it as aquatic ecosystem food chain, you can say, right? So aquatic food chain and the terrestrial food chain we have. Fine. As the name says, what do you mean by terrestrial? The food chain which we find on the land, are called as terrestrial ecosystem. Right? Take down an example. Like a grass eaten by the deer, it is eaten by the lion. Right? So in a food chain, tropic level 3 to tropic level 5, minimum tropic level 3, maximum tropic level 5 we find, students. Take down the example. And I told you in the previous class to write you 5 examples. Hope you did. Grass, insect, frog is eaten by the snake. Yes. So tropic level 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Take out the example, students. Coming to the aquatic ecosystem, the name itself says aquatic. What do you mean by aquatic? If you find the food chain in the water, it may be in the ponds, pools, rivers. If you get the food chain, that is called as the aquatic food chain. Right? Take down the example. Algae. As you know, students, algae nothing but it is one of the aquatic plant. Right? So we can consider this as a producer, which comes under tropic level 1. Correct? So take down algae. Algae is eaten by the protozoans. Protozoa, amoeba, uvula, paramecium, whatever the zooplanktons we find, whichever the small organisms which will float on the surface of the water, will consider them as the zooplanktons. Right? So all these zooplanktons will feed on the algae. So these comes under the second trophic level. Right? So protozoans comes under trophic level. aquatic ecosystem. So here protozoans are considered at trophic level 2. These are 3, 4. Birds are the 5. This we will consider as the primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, birds as the quaternary consumers. Till the end, hope you can see. Yes. Right? Like this, we find the types of ecosystem called as aquatic food chain and the terrestrial food chain. Okay. What is the significance of studying this food chain, students? The next heading, significance of the food chain. Let me write here. Significance of the food chain. Significance, nothing but what is the use, what is the purpose of studying this food chain and all. If you study the food chain, you will come to know how there is a flow of energy. Each one is considered as one trophic level. How the energy is getting transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level, we will come to know. Right? With this we will understand who can feed on which organism. Now we will understand land directly cannot feed on the producers, indirectly it is dependent. Right? So those factors we will come to know. Not only this, because of the human activities, we are polluting our ecosystem. If you are polluting your ecosystem, nothing but you are polluting both the food chain, means by what is it, biotic, abiotic, everything we are spoiling. Okay? So what happens? That toxic substances will enter the food chain also. How they are getting transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level, that all we can understand with the help of the food chain. So these points are considered as the types of food chain and significance of the food chain. Right, students? Take down. Yes, students. The next concept is food web. What is food web? Look at this example. Easily you can understand about the food web. See, these are the plants, nothing but the producers. As we know, all the animals, directly or indirectly, are dependent on the producers. Correct? Okay. Now the green plants are eaten by the grasshopper. Grasshopper are eaten by the frog, frog by snake, snake by hawk. It is one food chain. Right? Okay. Plants, nothing but the seeds are eaten by seeds, fruits are eaten by the birds, birds by hawk. So second type of food chain. Plants are eaten by the mice, mice are eaten by the hawk, third food chain. Plants are eaten by the rabbit, rabbit by the hawk, fourth food chain. Right, students? Okay. But these food chains are interrelated. See, mice is eaten by the hawk, mice may be eaten by the snake also. Right? It may be, so like this, we find the interconnection of the food chain. There is an interlink. See, web means how it is interconnected with each other. Same thing, there is a transfer of energy, but the food chains are interconnected with each other. So if the food chains are interconnected with each other in the transferring of the energy, that is the concept called as food web. Hope you are understanding, students? Yes. Take down. Interconnection of different food chains. I am repeating the definition of food web. Interconnection of different food chains which correlate at various trophic levels, in an ecosystem is called food web. Take Take down the example, students. You can write your own many examples for the food web, as you have written for the food chain. Next concept, energy flow. Energy flow. What is this energy flow? See, students, producers will prepare the food, nothing but the energy that is taken by the grasshopper to frog. Do you find the transfer of energy from frog to grasshopper to producers? No, we don't find. Flow of energy is always unidirectional. That is what you are showing all these arrow marks, students. By mistake also don't write this arrow mark, it gives you wrong meaning. Okay. So what happens here? The energy which is produced by the producers is taken by the rabbit. The energy which is present in the rabbit is taken by the frog. Right? So like this, there is a transfer of energy in the one direction in an ecosystem, that is called as energy flow. So what we can say in the energy flow? Energy flow is unidirectional. Energy flow is unidirectional. Okay. So along with the unidirectional, we find one more, that is 10% law. 10% law. What is this 10% law? See, students, plants are preparing the food with the help of the sunlight. With the solar energy, they are preparing the food. In presence of sunlight, by absorbing the solar energy, they will prepare the food. So sunlight has solar energy has converted into food energy. That is transferred to the various trophic levels. But how much energy is present in the plants? While transferring in the form of heat, it will be back to the nature. In the form of heat, it is back to the nature. How much percent? Nearly 90% of the energy is back to the nature. Only 10% will transfer from one trophic level to another trophic level. Right, students? See here. Trophic level 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay? So first trophic level are the producers. So they will prepare 100% of energy. So while transferring to the trophic level 2, 90% of the energy is back to the nature environment in the form of heat while taking the digestion. Because of so many things, 90% is back to the ecosystem. How much percentage will transfer to the second trophic level? Only 10%. Okay. So the energy, how much is present in the second trophic level? In that, 90% again is back to the ecosystem, and from here to here, 10% of energy will transfer. So at last, in each trophic level, you find only 10% of energy is transferring. That is what it is called as the 10% law. What is 10% law, students? The energy which flows from one trophic level to another trophic level, 90% of the energy will be back to the ecosystem. Only 10% will transfer. That is called as 10% law. Next concept, biomagnification. So we will discuss biomagnification in our next class, students. Okay. So what are all the things we have discussed today? Types of food chain, food web, and even about the energy flow. Okay. Go to the textbook. Today's home assignment is write to food web. Different types of the food web you write. You write for aquatic. Like that, 2 food webs you have to write. Fine. Remaining we will continue in our next class, students. Thank you.